Good morning, I'm Herb Kendall. Thank you for joining me today for some movement, breath, and intention. Today I want to explore the idea of how do we boldly move forward in acts of hope during times of uncertainty. How we move, how we hold our bodies is not only a pose, it's actually a way of being, and it is an affirmation. So we'll do some movements today that are going to affirm moving forward back into the world cautiously in a time of uncertainty, and also with a certain kind of way of holding ourselves that is alert, cautious, and also, let's just say, confident in a certain way. Confident in our own stance and our ability to be nuanced in how we move forward. This describes the movement of birds, particularly of the crane. When you watch the crane moving in a lake or a pond, you'll see the cautious movements. We'll explore that in just a moment. I wanted to start also with the words of Wendell Berry in a poem that he wrote that I think addresses this topic quite well. And we're standing on the roof today, so there's birds singing around us, if you can hear some of the birds. He says, "Planting trees early in spring, we make a place for birds to sing in time to come. How do we know? They are singing here now. There is no other guarantee that singing will ever be." So of course the note at the end of this poem is sort of a bleakness of uncertainty, which is true for us at this time. But the act at the beginning is an action of hope for the future, and an action of listening in the moment to what's happening. So let's take that into some movement this morning. So I want you to start by feet hip width apart, and it's going to be very important today that we slowly move from one leg to another. So I want you just to take a breath in to the center and exhale to the side. Relax the arms, kind of soften it up. We're just playing here, so this is just fun and easy stuff. So unweight as you come up, breathe, and weight to the other side, right? Let's do the same thing. Breath as we kind of lift, and exhale as we descend. You can see as I'm coming down on the other side, weighting on one side, I'm gently beginning to test what it would be like to lift the other leg, not coming off that leg. Nice. The next concept of this particular movement is how we lift from our pelvis. So I want you to take a breath in, feel like you're lifting out of your pelvis with that breath, and exhaling as you anchor down. Remember, the knees are not locked, they're kind of a little bit open, so you have some connection to the ground. It's a breath in and an exhale. I want you to feel with this breath in this real sense of lifting from the core, all the way up the back of your neck, all the way up your head, and lifting proud. Again, let's lift. Nice. Now let's take a movement where you open your arms to the side and feel the opening of the chest. Good. And open, it's like the breaststroke. Just a gentle breath in, exhaling, gentle breath in, big exhaling. Nice. We're going to put these together into a movement now, and this comes from a form called the frolicking crane. So if you've watched birds in a lake, you've seen this kind of movement from them. So again, legs are at least hip width apart, and as your hand comes up, you're going to gently unweight one side, and then you're going to lift and step forward. And then you're going to lift from the core. Feel the anchoredness of that foot, and then step. So we'll do that again. Lift one side and step. And breath in, lift, and and step. Now you don't have to lift your leg far. If it's unsteady for you, it can be a small step, but I want you to practice that. Step, lift, and look. And let's bring the energy of the bird moving cautiously forward. Open, aware, alert, seeing the surroundings. Breath in, up, and step. And breath in, lift, and step. So do some of these movements with me, whether you're watching or not. Just kind of take some time. Good. So for the rest of today and into this spring and every spring, I want you to think about the confidence of planting that tree, listening to the birds in the moment, and using your own body positioning to step forward confidently and cautiously in a time of uncertainty as we have today. All the best to you, and thank you for joining me today.